What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another stream. Today we are taking a break from our usual 3D printing content, and we are going to be building the Masuda Pro from FoxAlien, which is I would still consider it a desktop CNC. It's definitely bigger than some of these smaller 3080 machines that have been becoming a lot more popular, but it's not huge. The footprint on it is right around, the work area on it is right around 16 inches by 16 inches, and it has a slightly larger work area. So we are going to get this assembled today. We are going to attempt to run a carve or an engraving of sorts, and I am pretty dang excited. So what's going on, everybody? G-Funny, Hunt, Alien, Barnyard, Cody, Jason, Luke, Sem, Kenneth. Hope everybody's week is going great. I did want to update anyone that was here on last week's stream. A couple things. One, mic is on the outside. I don't think it looks nearly as nice, but if it prevents people from their headphones like screeching in their ears whenever I lean forward, we will go with that. So last week we played around with the switch wire, and I was going to start the stream off actually showing it in action, but because this is going to take quite a bit of time, I didn't want to have that machine out and get it all set up, so we'll probably do a print and chill stream. However, last week on the switch wire, we were doing a couple things to it. We took the enclosure off, we changed the cable chain out because I had one too many links on it. We added a Z end stop, and we were working on installing a servo so that way I could use a clicky style probe instead of a inductive sensor. And we ran into some issues. I ran into some issues. I basically shattered the first clicky probe. When I put it into the printed part, it just damaged it. And so Pi came to the rescue. Pi's in chat. Everyone say thank you, Pi. Pi came to the rescue. He's actually fairly local to me now and had a couple extra of the limit switches, or the switches. So I went over, picked up a couple more, used a spacer that was recommended by G-Funny and a couple other people, and anyways, brain fart. I came back and I spent hours trying to figure it out, and even with the spacer, it didn't physically damage the probe, like as far as a visual overlook on it, but it wasn't working anymore. So the third and final switch I got in, and I was able to get it working at about 1 in the morning that night. So it's working awesome. We'll need to do a video. I'm gonna do a video on the main channel, actually, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, covering the switch wire build and my thoughts on it. But we need to do a chill stream where I can show it in person too, because I want to show anyone that's interested the clipper firmware behind it that makes it work and sort of what I had to do to get it to work. So that's awesome. I also have been playing around with a Windows tablet that I installed Linux Mint on, and that tablet is running Clipper and Mainsail and Clipper Screen to control the KP3S, which is also super cool. But we'll do a print and chill stream. There is too much that needs to happen with this. What else? What else is going on today? We will be doing our Polymaker, although this is a CNC stream, we will still do our spool of Polymaker filament giveaway, which will be, we'll open that up in an hour and a half, which will be 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I think that's everything I've got going on today. So let's take a quick look before we jump into this at, let me move my live stream, and let me move chat over to the side. I hope everybody's having a great week. It's been a really productive week, so I'm super excited about that. And next week's stream is going to be something very awesome as well. We are, without giving away too much, doing another printer build, and I should have the printer here this weekend. And so as soon as I do, I will post a live stream so that way anyone that wants to be here can be there. So taking a look at where are we at here? Let's go desktop. Okay. So, CNC routers, FoxAlien makes primarily CNC, the little desktop CNC machines, although this looks like a pretty hefty CNC machine, and laser engravers, and even like a foam cutter. But these are all their CNC machines. A couple of years ago, or a year ago, we tested out this one on the channel, and it's a cool little desktop CNC. I like that it was fully enclosed. My biggest gripe with it was that these side panels were acrylic, and some of the mounting points here were acrylic. And so if you plunged even remotely too quick, I think I was just doing some wood, you can see the whole gantry kind of bending. And so the cool thing about this machine is that one, it's their latest. It's $629, so it's a little bit more than that desktop one, but it's full aluminum, so aluminum sides, aluminum like brackets, aluminum extrusions all around. And this whole entire thing, so this is just V-roller wheels and belts, so the X and Y isn't as stiff, but the Z-axis is dual linear rails, and it is all aluminum, and it does have that same kind of low-powered spindle, but it comes with what you would need if my internet will work. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Domitarian? Hey, Zombie's here too. What was I going to say? Yeah, so let me go back to the product page. It comes with an adapter. Where are you, photo? Bam. So I don't plan on using a laser on this. I have quite a few large diode lasers, but this is cool. So it comes with an aluminum adapter, so you can use a full-size, like standard trim router. And so this will be plenty for me. I'm planning on mostly doing acrylics and woods. I have an idea for an acrylic Modbot sign with LEDs that will go behind here. And I was looking at buying one at one point because I didn't have the ability to really well cut out clear acrylic. But this does 16 inches by 16 inches, which isn't huge, but it should be perfect for a little neon sign here. So pretty excited about that. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I'd say let's get building. So we've got, what do we got here? We've got front cam. I'm gonna move, let's move chat over here. I think it comes sort of semi-assembled, almost like an Ender style printer. So hopefully assembly won't be that bad. I've been melting this week with crazy temps in the UK, thankfully back to normal now. Yeah, it's been almost triple digits every single day. I've been inside, I've hardly gone outside. I mean, if I'm outside, it's in the car to where I'm going to, then coming straight back. And then when I have to do the yard, mow the yard once a week, I try to get up really early to beat the sun. But yeah, it's been freaking brutal here. What did I want? Oh yeah, so we have different screens. We've got this, we've got side cam, which we'll probably use while we're building. And then I've got overhead as well. Maybe we'll start with overhead. It's not as high resolution, but give a good, we'll give a good overview of kind of what's in the box. So foam on top. I also like that it comes with spoil board, and the spoil board is threaded, so you should be able to very easily clamp things down. So we've got, I'll turn it around for you. We've got our Masuda Pro manual, which the Masuda Pro is like the second gen of their Masuda machine. And the first one, I was taking a look at it. Compared to the first one, it looks way more polished. I don't know if you guys can see this because I don't have it pulled up, but it just looks much cleaner. They went away with the smooth rods and added linear rails. This looks like it was rocking acrylic side panels, so they've gone away with all the acrylic and replaced it with aluminum. And the sides on this are just like standard extrusion, while they're sort of custom extrusion on this. So I like the upgrades that I've seen on it. Hey, what's up, local? Let's see, so we've got a checklist of all the items, and so, like I said, for the spindle holder, wow, that is really bright. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's try this. Let's go side cam for a second. So for the spindle holder, which is right there, you've got the one with the black insert, which is for the smaller spindle, and you've got the larger aluminum one, which is for the full-size router. So they give you both, which is, again, pretty nice considering it's a budget CNC, and that could absolutely be something that they charge extra for. So on top, we've got the two pieces of spoil board, which kind of just look like MDF of sorts, which I think is pretty standard for spoil board. We'll just take this off and place it to the side for now. All right, what do we got here? So we've got our power supply, which is going to be a 12 volt, 5 amp power supply. We've got the spindle itself, which is pretty chunky. Geez, okay, well, oh, it's on the next level, okay. This is nice. So it looks like this is, man, the upward is so bright. Let me see if I can adjust this. It is aggressively bright. I think if I lower it, you'll be able to see things better, but it'll be kind of, oh, that's better, right? It's definitely a bit darker. That's way nicer. Okay, so this is cool. It looks like it's all the parts we'll need for the build, and they're nicely in this little organizer, correctly labeled, which that's very cool. It'd almost be cool. Granted, like most 3D printers now use one bolt size and you're just bolting bottom to top, but that would be very cool to see as more of a standard. Yeah, the orange anodized aluminum looks sweet. We've got what I imagine is just a little piece of MDF. It looks like MDF. For just like a practice engraving. We've got some, I think they're all probably the same, but probably little engraving bits. I'm sure they're cheap. I actually have some nicer ones from the Carbide Nomad, but these will be cool for just practicing and learning how to use the machine. If I break these, I won't feel so bad. If I break some of the other ones, they're a little bit pricier. This looks like it comes with clamping solution, which these all appear to be. Hey, that's the same box M4 kits coming. Oh, cool. A lot better. Yeah, I wanted it nice and bright, so that way I thought things would be able to be seen more, but they were blown out. So yeah, this is the like ambient kind of like what is it? When you go into a nice like dim lit restaurant mood is what we're going for. So these are aluminum. These are going to be the clamps that you'll be able to clamp your workpiece down to the wasteboard with, which is nice. We've got some spare belt. We've got a brush to brush away any of the dust. One of the things I really would like to do, I didn't get to bring the, oh gosh, I had a shop vac at our last place that was just in storage for 2 years. And when we moved, it didn't fit on the U-Haul, so I gave it back to my dad, because I think it was my dad's originally, actually. But I am probably going to need to pick up a small shop vac. I would really like to add a dust shoe to this, especially when working with wood. So instead of it just blowing around everywhere in the garage or having to dust it off after, a lot of the dust and debris and particles will go into the shop vac that I can then just get rid of. Ben, I recently got myself a little CNC as well. Just working on the enclosure for it before I start using it. Oh, nice. What CNC did you go with? Is it one of the little, like the 3018s? Ambiance. Thank you. That's the word I was going for. Always use the cheap ones at the start. Absolutely. And a clean house is a happy house. Absolutely. I agree with that as well. So yeah, little tools. We've got 2 little wrenches, which I'm imagining are for probably the collet and, or maybe to adjust the V-roller wheels. And then a couple of long Allen keys. Cool. I was hoping it would come with this, but I didn't see it. So we've got a little Z probe, which is what we'll use to set the height of each of the bits or the end mills before we do any cutting or engraving. Looks like a nice little kit, but yeah, proper dust remover solution. Yeah, I've seen, well, I've only used, so the Nomad CNC that I have doesn't have a dust removal, and it's fully enclosed. So the only way you can do a dust removal is if you either remove the front on it completely or drill into the machine, which I didn't want to do. But for that one, since it's fully enclosed, it's not as big of a deal to just let it get messy, open it up after and vacuum it. But for machines that don't have a full enclosure, not having a dust boot is a great way to inhale all sorts of wood fibers and particles and stuff like that. We've also got a USB cable, which is actually kind of a nice USB cable. We'll take a look at this. No smaller 1310 unit. Oh, nice. What do you plan on primarily using it for, Ben? Is it going to be mostly for engraving, or is it for like, I know a lot of, I don't have the knowledge, but I've seen people use a lot of the desktop ones for like small PCB prototyping or one-offs and stuff like that. We've got our flash drive, which will probably have some sort of instructions and maybe a test file and maybe whatever software they're including with it. And then the USB cable is your standard printer USB cable, but it's actually quite nice. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but it's a sleeved or braided cable. So a little small detail, but it's kind of fancy. I've had great luck with VacMaster shop vacs. Interesting. I will open a quick tab and search that. Otherwise, it will get lost in chat forever. Cool. Thank you. I probably will go with something fairly inexpensive. And then if I end up using it a lot, go with something a little bit nicer. I have a shop vac and a dust deputy for my CNC. Definitely prolongs the life of the shop vac filters. Good to know as well, because the last shop vac that I did have, the filter was absolutely disgusting looking. I hope you're not in an apartment or going to run. No, so the reason why I didn't take on any really CNC, oh, what is this? One last thing. This just looks like maybe aluminum or thin, no, it looks like thin sheet metal, just a little cover. So I actually had quite a few companies reach out in the last 2 years to test out CNC machines, and my response is always, I can't, because my neighbor upstairs doesn't, like, every time we'd watch TV that was too loud, she would bang on her floor, which is the rudest thing ever and very weird to me because we had a decent relationship, I thought. And so because of that, whenever a company would reach out and say, hey, do you want to test out a CNC machine? I would say, absolutely not. I just can't do it. The exception was I did test out the small FoxAlien, but I waited till my neighbor upstairs was gone, and it was only on acrylic and wood. But here we do have a garage, which after the stream is exactly where this will be going. But yeah, I agree. It's very tough to do. Although I did do a lot of Googling around on CNC machines in apartment living, and kind of like what Ben's doing, there are people that have built enclosures and then sort of use soundproofing foam, and that seems to work quite well. I just didn't have the space to build a big enclosure around a CNC machine that would permanently live in my living room, because that's where everything was back then. Hiding a vacuum separate room with hoses to the wall is great for reducing noise in a shop. That's really cool. I wish I can't do anything like drilling holes into the wall since we're renting, but that sounds awesome. I love wooden sawdust, but breathing it in and putting it into the air with 3D printers, yeah, no. Sawdust will wreck C-screws. That is very valid, which is another reason why it's important. Mainly circuit boards and some small aluminum. That makes sense. Hey, what's up, CRS1? I ended up, what'd you say? I ended up with a 3020 Pro Max still in the box until I finished printer projects. Awesome. Damiano, what's going on? Griffins, you can use cheesecloth as a, oh, interesting. Hey, do it. I have the Kimitsu 3018 and all the parts to do the Y expansion. Also the laser attachment too. Nice. I think maybe it was Kimitsu that's reached out about the 3018. We might end up doing that as well. Since I have the Carbide Nomad, I felt like I had a small CNC machine, but I kind of like that it does have the little screen and controller if you want to run it locally. Does this come with decent software? We will find out. I have a feeling it's probably going to use Easel's Easel, yeah. Yeah, I'll be using some acoustic panels for it to make it quieter. If you're in the ModBot Army Discord, please post some photos or videos. I really like seeing custom enclosures. My wife likes the CNCs. The tolerances of 3D printers to a point, but she loves to use a DeWalt planer. Interesting. That's awesome. Okay, let's take a look at, oh, so this is already attached on here. So this is again, this is really nice. So it's a nice anodized orange aluminum piece that screws will fall out. So it's basically got a little 2 screws that you can clamp it around the small spindle that it comes with, which is this little guy, which is the sort of standard spindle I think every little CNC machine I've seen has come with. It's definitely nothing special, but it typically works relatively well for, you know, things like woods and acrylics. So I will absolutely be starting off with that. And then we've got this chunky one, which, I mean, look at the difference. So this is, oh God, I want to lose these screws. 1 second. It's a pretty substantial difference. And then look at the sides of it too. So this is for the full-size router. Yeah, this is nice. These are nice parts. Quick chat, keep distracting him. Thanks, Alien. You did say you were gonna make it hard on me today. When I'm done, I can do that. Nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ben. For anyone wanting to build a scratch printer because you think you have a ton of components, make sure to complete a BOM for the actual cost. That was me with, wow, what was a printer I built? Maybe it was with the AM8, thinking I had most of the stuff for it, and I was like, I absolutely don't. I built an enclosure for my Ender, but I used it for my CNC and insulated amount of sound and choosing pieces in the bonsai. Oh, that's right. How's the bonsai going, Sam? Okay, and then this is our X gantry, or X carriage / gantry, which is really freaking nice looking. So there is, yeah, this is super cool. Okay, so things I like about this. This is what appears to be a small LED light. Very cool to light up the area that you're working on. I do like that. We've got two fairly chunky linear rails, the Z stepper motor, and our lead screw. We've got an aluminum plate. Everything on here really is aluminum. We have got two limit switches. They're both pointing inward, which makes me think that maybe that's for min and max spindle height, so that way it knows, which is cool because most of the desktop CNCs, you can very easily crash them in one direction, like they'll just kind of keep jogging until you stop them. Yeah, it says light on it, so that's really cool that it has that. What else? Is this sweet? We've got a small manual adjustment mod or knob on the top of it, which is cool if we need to sort of just, you know, small adjustments. Also not something I typically see. We've got, what else? That's about it. Belts are pre-installed. Hey, Thiago, what's going on, buddy? Thank you so much for the 1237. I'm excited. We are building a CNC machine, so I'm hoping to, I've got some ideas for acrylic sign for the backdrop here and a couple of other small projects, but I'm hoping that once I get the basics down in terms of like how to set the correct speeds and feeds and different sort of like pocketing operations, that I'll actually be able to mill out some aluminum 3D printer parts, which would be super cool. But thanks for stopping by. I don't know if I've seen you come by on a stream before, and thanks again for the donation. But yeah, this is nice. This is by far one of the nicer. And then check this. Wow. Okay. Did you guys? Okay. So this is cool. All right. So we've got Z-min and Z-max. I'm doing it the opposite way, but you get it. And then on the back of it, check that out. We've also got X-min and X-max. So that way this thing will not bump into the side. It'll hit its max and know that it's done that. That's really cool. I didn't see that. Maybe I missed it looking at the product page, but that's nice. That is not something I typically see. Okay, what else do we got? So I think this lifts off. That was all for that level. Packaging is also awesome. Really, really nice. Okay, so we have got one of the sides with, again, all of the motors have manual adjustments, so you can move them by hand if you decide you want to do so. So belts are pre-installed. I would imagine pre-tensioned. It looks like, I'm trying to think if you want to tension them. So it looks like you could possibly use these as tensioners because there's a screw kind of on the side here that holds the whole assembly in place that has the belt. It's already kind of as tight as it goes, so I probably will just leave it as is for now. The belts feel pretty tight, but if you wanted to cut the belt shorter and have it where it just sort of gets onto the screw, then you can use that to sort of tension those belts. So no complaints. It's nice. The anodizing looks really good. This thing is rigid enough for aluminum. So I would say, so, okay. I am by no means a CNC expert, so I won't pretend to say, yeah, absolutely. However, the Luke was talking about the Shapeoko, and the Shapeoko also uses a belt-driven X and Y, if I'm not mistaken. And the Z, I think, is the Z linear rails? I can't remember. But you can definitely do aluminum on that. So I would be confident in saying that you could do aluminum on this. I don't think it will be the fastest. I think that if you wanted to upgrade the roller wheels to lead screws, I mean, ideally ball screws, but that's expensive, and this is a budget CNC. But I think if you wanted to upgrade the X and Y to lead screws, it would make it a bit stiffer. But I have no doubt that I will be able to do some form of aluminum on this, even if it's slow, adaptive layers. First time ever, still working on the Modbot Army Camp. It is though, man. Yeah, it's, we've been streaming every Wednesday pretty much, with the exception of the week that I got married in April. Chat told me the week before that I wasn't allowed to stream the next week, so we took that off and just hung out. And then we had water damage. I don't think I told you this, but you might have seen it online. We had insane water damage in our unit we were renting, so we quickly packed up everything and moved from California to Idaho. So we are now in a house in Idaho. So I missed a stream during that, one stream, but other than that, yeah, we've been streaming. It's been a ton of fun. Okay, and then this is our other side, and once again, it's got min and max, and these are nice. These are really nice limit switches. Like these feel like proper limit switches to be on a CNC machine. So I'm again quite happy with what I'm seeing here. Why an extra belt driven? Z-axis has been changed from belt to lead screw. Oh, so it was belt originally. Okay. Yeah, I know they have the, God, they have some sort of like an upgrade path or upgrade kit for it. HZ, is that what it's called, Luke? And then, oops, I am pulling this through a level it's not supposed to go through. All right, taking this off. Okay, so we have got the main controller, which has, interesting, 2 slots for spindle 1 and spindle 2, a slot for laser. We've got what I'm assuming is a power button. We've got our oh shit button. This is probably a reset button, it looks like. 24 to 48 volts DC in, light. So there's a light switch. USB offline controller, which I don't think it comes with, but that's cool to know that if you want to do that, you can do that. It looks like a barrel jack connector, and then I think I already said it, but there is a, looks like an exhaust fan. Everything is labeled very brightly. And it's in cable chains, which is also, again, just nice to see for organization. So we'll take all this out. I'm looking forward to getting this box off of here because we're starting to run out of space here. Idaho is so beautiful. Enjoy the nature. Yeah, that's why I love. It's funny. So anyone that knows me would say I'm a people person, but I'm kind of a loner. Like I like to just do my own thing. This is a lot of my interaction, and I do like to get together with friends, and when I do, it's a ton of fun. But other than that, I'm typically working on projects, and when I do go outside, I just want to be in nature, whether it's like hiking. I told Aaron I really want to pick up kayaking, but it's been insanely hot here. So I said a moment ago, I haven't gone outside other than for the necessities really since we've been here. So I'm hoping that once July passes, we've got, you know, some cooler weather in our future. Let's move this off to the side here. I saw someone asked about pricing on this. So the price on that thing looks freaking amazing. Just yeah, it seems like they paid a lot of attention to detail. We'll see what complaints I come up with, but from an outsider's perspective, that's got, you know, minimal CNC experience, but has seen quite a few CNC machines from Matter Hackers and from the ones I've gotten through. Like I like what I'm seeing here. Someone asked, yeah, sorry, Demiano, but the price is $630. It should be in the description, I think. Yeah, there's 2 versions of it. So there's the one that's $630, and then there's one that's $770 that has a 300-watt spindle kit, but I would just go with a full-size router. And there's one that's $800 that comes with a 20-watt laser. That's pretty cool, though. The 20-watt, if it's actually a 20-watt, which is 4 5-watt diode lasers combined, that's actually pretty freaking cool. Is it actually, though? Sometimes they read it. Yeah, it actually is a 20-watt. That's cool. That's pretty rad. All right, all right. All right, quick sip of my drink. Or like quick chug of my drink. Shipoko 4 is linear rails and belts. Ah, okay, okay. I haven't seen the Shipoko 4 as much. Yeah, 629 seems like a great deal for this. Hey, BBs, just leaving work, started to rain. Oh, wow, drive safe. Okay, so let's, where did I put booklet? Let's start putting this thing together. Let's see if I can get a better angle though, because I know that this overhead camera is not my favorite. Let's see. We'll do side cam. Maybe if I go like this, we'll do kind of like a front. Oops. See how far back I can get it. That looks decent to me. Does that work? for everybody. I guess I'm kind of blocking. Let's move me out of the way. We can leave chat there, but let's move me to the top corner where there's nothing going on. Like that. I think that's a better look probably. Thank you so much for all the info. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let us see what it says. How to assemble the machine. We need a y-axis left, a y-axis right. All right. This is the biggest piece of like granite that I have, or marble. And I was hoping to use it to sort of build on, but this is going to be way too big to be on here. So we'll do our best. I might have to do some of the squaring of the frame later. Okay, so okay, so we actually need these guys. These are identical. They're not identical. Or okay, they are identical. One of them just has. Interesting. Okay, so these look completely identical. The only thing I noticed is that on one end, the foot is not like where it should be. Not a big deal. It looks like they're just held in place with T-nuts. So I'm just going to loosen that hair. And we will slide it to where it's supposed to be. Okay. So, does it matter which direction these go? I mean, feet need to go down, so we'll do that. Let me make sure on the top. They look the same. These look identical, so let's go place them down, and then let's see, how do I tell? Oh, it has to go like that. Okay, we'll try this. This is going to be interesting. Space is going to be our limiting factor here. Yay, we are under the following. Wow, hail warning, tornado warning, thunderstorm. Where are you, Ben? Hey, CNC maker. No worries. We're just getting started here. Okay. So it says we need M5 by 20 flat cap bolts, which should be in our nice little screw organizer. 5 by 20s, and there's just 8 of them. Wait, M5 by 20 flat cap. Nope, I lied. I need to read. Let's just take all. How many do we need right now? We need all 8 of them, so let's just take them all out. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm pretty surprised, considering that the one that I reviewed a year ago or so was $550, and this is $630. This feels like way more machine. I don't know how they are able to offer it at that price. But I'm not complaining, because it just seems, again, like there's a lot of little attention to detail during initial glance. So let's see. Okay, that is not how I'm gonna do this. We are gonna get low. Okay. I had a flashback right now. For anyone that was here during the FoxAlien V400 build, when I was trying to get the side beams on, such a struggle. All right, those are I'm just loosely, not fully clamping them in right now. I'm just gonna loosely put them in. Let's do the other side. I need more space. We need more space. Electronics. We will place you in this box on the ground. There we go. Cool. It feels a little bit better. I live about 4 hours. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, it's hot everywhere. That's all I keep seeing on social media. And I know a lot of people that I follow are international, you know, so they're all over the globe. And it just seems to be, come on, I gotta get low again. It's easier to line these up. Seems to be the theme right now. It's just, it's hotter than hell everywhere. My cousin lives in Chicago, and she said this morning that it was pretty dang brutal out there. It's gonna be huge on your bench. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, part of me is like, I wish this thing was bigger, but other part of me is like, where would I put it if it was bigger? It's going to be going in the garage on one of my older style mobile carts, and I have concerns if it will even fit on one of those. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to either modify one of those mobile carts to build a wider top to it or get a different piece of furniture for it. But yeah, I think that, like I know Shipoko has standard XL and XXL, and it's clearly not as big as all those, but like, it's a good size unit. It really is. Okay, so these are still sort of loose on this side, but I want to spin it around and get it in on the other side as well. Yeah, like the Nomad that I have from Carbide is a really nice CNC machine, and it's very rigid. But one of the things for me is like, I actually want to do some cool custom like sign things, and like I said, the Modbot LED thing I really want to do for the wall back here, but I'd love to make Aaron and myself some signs for like walls in the house or give as gifts to people. I like that a lot, actually. Hot summers are going to be the new norm. Yeah, it seems like it. I'm liking the overall colors and look of the part. Yeah, me too. The orange looks fancy. I suffer from the Tim the Toolman Taylor syndrome. Must have bigger, yeah. Man, I used to watch, God, I haven't thought about that show in a long time, but what's the neighbor's name in that show in Home Improvement, where the one that's always looking over, you just see kind of the top of his head? Man, I can't remember. I think I used to watch that over at my grandparents' house. We've had more sunny days this summer than ever in my life. You know, Ohio is known for being cloudy, depressing, it's insane. Yellow orb needs to go away. Yeah. Yeah, I just looked at the forecast for the next 10 days and it doesn't get below 96, I think, here. That's the coldest it'll be. Like, I mean, nighttime's a different story, sure, when the sun goes down, but as far as the highs go, it's above 95. It's like roughly between 97 and 103, I think. I'm almost wondering if it's better to build this just on the wood bench itself for now, so that way it actually fits barely. Let's do that, because I'm going to worry about making sure the frame is square later on, and I think it'll be quite easy to undo some of these bolts, but it's just too beefy, and this thing's kind of getting in the way. I think part of me just wanted to take this out. We haven't used it in a while. We'll actually get to use it next week for next week's printer build, which will be awesome. Okay, going back up. Is one side shorter, or is it a perfect square? It's pretty dang close to a perfect square. Okay, let's move this like this. 85 Fahrenheit here. I wish it was 85 here. Hi, my name was Wildland. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Oh, Wilson. Wilson. Yep. Yesterday in Nord of Europe. Wow. Yeah, Wilson. That's right. I can't remember. He makes a sound like, right? He goes, kind of reminds me of, like, me and Aaron sometimes will, I don't remember where we saw it, but do like a Scooby-Doo laugh or like a, or a Shaggy laugh, but it kind of sounds like that, but just a single, All right, base is done. Yeah, this is going to be an awesome size. So this has got switches on both sides, and this one doesn't need it because they are going to be connected to each other. Awesome. Sometimes the reaction I get from Erin when I show her a new machine or a tool or something like that is, oh cool. But for this one, she was like, when I showed her, I think I just showed her photos of it online. She's like, that looks actually really nice. He also played volleyball in Castaway. I need to hear I'm dying in the room. Yeah, I have the AC set to it's supposed to be 77 and I'm hot. Okay. We are done with step one. Yay! Oh, sweet. We're going straight into the wasteboard. So let's grab the wasteboard. And I'm assuming that does not, this looks like the right way for it to go. Right? If it goes in that way, then I would imagine it would, I would pull it upward. Let me check, just for fun, to see if there's a... Back in a bit, enjoy the build. Sounds great. Hey, what's up, Dutch? Oh, shoot. Bumped my printer with my butt. Let me plug in this... Oh, this isn't the flash drive. Where's the flash drive? I want to see if there's a higher resolution photo than this. Where did I put the flash drive? There it is. We can also check to see what comes on it as far as software goes or instructions. Currently modeling a shroud for the AC to hook up a hose and blast the air. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was talking to Pi about AC setups for the garage because I was so excited to have a garage, but there's no vent holes or anything. And so it's like an oven in there. I dread going in there unless it's in the middle of the night. Okay. Let us see what is on here. Desktop. All right. Software, Gerbil controller. So it's just, I think, a pretty basic. Pretty sure I've used that before. There's a driver, CH340, manual, test code. Cool. There is at least a smiley, a maze, and a gear wheel. Package list, user manual, optional accessory, and laser tutorial. Okay, so what I want to see is if I zoom in. Okay, you can grab a small heat pump for the garage under 2,000. Under 2,000, I don't have under 2,000 right now. Oh, you know what? I'm a goof. If I just looked at this a little bit more, I would have had my answer. So I wanted to make sure that I installed this in the correct direction. They have these sort of inserts pressed in. And so because they are pressed in from this side, I was thinking this is the side you'd want upwards. So that way when you're drilling things in and clamping them, it's not going to pull through the wood. And the answer to that is yes, that seems to be the only way it can go in because there are pockets for the bolts on the edges, and this side has an actual pocket for the head of the screw to sit flush. So that answered my question. So these look like they are just going to sit like that. If I just looked another second or two, I would have had my answer. You may very well be in good company, may end up testing tomorrow. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Dutch. Everyone's, I mean, like everyone, I missed it for so long by living my regular hermit lifestyle of just being inside and working on projects, and then going to Murph, I caught it, and my parents just got back from M5 by 20 bolts. My parents just got back from Europe, primarily Sweden, visiting my mom's parents and that side of the family, and talked to my mom Monday of last week and was waiting for my dad to call me on Sunday, which is his day off. He came back and like went straight back to work. And he never called, and then that night at like 11 o'clock, I got a message saying that he wasn't feeling good and that he's been resting all day, and that my mom seems to have gotten the same thing. And they didn't test. I don't know if they just don't ever have to test or what, but I would bet my money that that's what they've caught, and it's from their travels, so. Okay, we're just going to, wait, am I? No, it doesn't look like they're saying to use any form of a, it looks like you would want a washer or some kind of a spacer, but it doesn't look like it. So we'll just loosely line these up, and then I will do my best to get the wasteboard. This is nice. This is a good size work area. Like, don't get me wrong, one day I would love to be able to make huge things, but this is a good step up compared to the small small machines I've tested out. Hope it's not hitting you too hard. Take care. Use a cable vent fan, or if you're renting, you can use a grow fan and some flex duct to run it to the soffit or ridge vent. Yeah, when I was talking with Pi about his setup, he had said that because there is a the garage is completely drywalled, and there's a little like pocket into the attic, and so he had an actual AC that he was running into the attic, which would be that I could do. Either I could just leave the little attic door thing partially open and shove the hose up there, or I could make my own sort of cover that just has a hole for that vent fan. But cost, like, it's kind of pricey, and we still don't have very much furniture, so it's gonna have to wait. I'm hoping, my biggest thing is I'm hoping that give it another, you know, month-ish or 2 months that we just have cooler weather, and it's not as big of a deal if I wear shorts, and I own one tank top, so shorts and a tank top. Shorts and the tank top. Okay, so let's do my best to align this. That one goes a little, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna hold this in place. Do my best to tighten this. I don't want to tighten it. I'm kind of scared to over tighten it because the head of the bolts are almost the same size as the cutout. Like, it's so weird to me that there's not. Did you see the new LTT video about arc graph? I didn't see it. I saw you talking about it in Discord with Alien, but no, I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. Yeah, there's no, okay, all right, well, we're just gonna do it. I need a CNC too for my puzzle making. Oh, cool. But the objects I make need deep carvings. Can CNC routers go deep with their tools? Part of the, yes. I mean, part of it is the actual like lead screws. So on this, the actual depth that it can go down. But another huge part of that equation is, can you find a tool or an end mill that has the length that you need? Because most of the time what I see is that like the end mills aren't crazy long, And so that's something that you have to consider as well. But if you're able to find an end mill that's long enough, this particular unit can go, let's see what the depth is like. Hey, if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. It really helps out, and I will appreciate you. Let me see, what's the depth on this one? Okay, so it's 400 millimeters by 400 millimeters in X and Y and 60 millimeters in depth, or 2.36 inches. So that's pretty dang deep. I mean, I don't know what your puzzles look like, but that's pretty deep. So I think the biggest issue, like max 12 centimeters, yeah, I think that the biggest issue is going to be finding a bit that has the length you need, more so than that. But again, I don't know what the puzzles look like. But yeah, send me I don't. Interesting. Okay, so I found a little bit of a complaint, and it's that the cutouts for this are too large. So like I'm tightening it, and the head of the bolt is just digging into the actual pocket where the thread's supposed to go through. I was able to get this one to stop. No, it's still spinning, it's still spinning. It'll cut right through it. So I'm going to go in to it a bit, but they should have made those pockets a bit smaller. Or included a washer of sorts. I still think it'll be fine, but it's definitely a bit too wide. So we need to make it in layers and glue then. Yeah, send me, but yeah, it sounds like you'd have to do it in multiple pieces then and glue them together probably. 12 centimeters is pretty deep. Can you adjust the height of the bed? No. Well, the bed, I mean, so this is essentially the bed, right? The spoil board. You can put things, like you can place things underneath your material to give it additional height or elevate it. But once we install the X carriage, you'll see that the X carriage like can't go up. So that's at a set height. You can adjust the actual router itself or the spindle. And then, yeah, I guess you could, you could place something underneath whatever you're carving. It'll probably hold fine. Again, it's a small detail that I just wish they had done. Now I'm trying to get them all kind of even, and we'll have to move on. Okay. Kind of wish there was a cross beam in the center of it. I don't know that it exactly needs it, but okay. Hey, what's up, Tunky? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. You need a spoil board to put on top of those spoil boards so they don't get chewed up too fast. Yeah, a spoil board for your spoil board. Yeah, it does look really nice. I might have a spoil board in the garage I can use. I bought a bunch of muscle racks. That's not true. I bought 2 muscle racks for printers when I moved in here. And because the printers are, so tall, I think I have like 4 extra pieces of MDF. And so the only thing I'd have to figure out is how to actually cut them. I wonder if I can just put it on top of this and have it cut it. I don't know, we'll see. But I do have some stuff out there that I could probably use. Excited for the X1? Yes. They just released a new app that is, like, I've been using their test flight app, and they released an actual, like, not test flight app called Bamboo Handy, and it is nice. They definitely changed the UI. The UI I was using had like Chinese for the sign-in, and so it's all English now. And just the graphics and stuff, they really did a good job. I wouldn't call that MDF board your spoil board. That's the bed as it's structural. Gotcha. Okay. So you don't think there's your bed as it is structural. Interesting. Okay. I've always thought that the thing you have on the bottom, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, this is definitely adding stiffness to the frame. And so if you're cutting through things, you would definitely want to have something sort of as a protective layer, because without this on the base right here like this, it would not be nearly as rigid, the frame. Like, it added a ton of stiffness to this frame, so that makes sense. You can buy end mills in different lengths according to your needs. Yeah, I know that end mills can go anywhere from, like, what they've included there, super expensive. I'm sure you could plunge, but be careful. I appreciate the warning. I anticipate that things will go, like, wrong, or like some things will happen that aren't what I've planned in the testing. All right, so next thing we're going to do is attach this on, and direction of this looks like we want the front plate facing towards the curved portion, so it looks like this. Don't scratch. Okay, we're needing 4 M5 by 16 flat caps. I'm just going to do the same thing. Loosely get them in, and then we'll tighten them. Oops. Or be ready to make your own replacements for the bed and bits that get destroyed from the threaded inserts. I could absolutely see that. Something plunging into one of the inserts. If you don't break some end mills, are you really having fun? I guess you're right? I mean, I strongly feel that a lot of the knowledge, I mean, granted, I've learned a ton from online resources and friends and people I've met, but some of the best lessons I've learned have been through breaking things, so I do agree that not only can it be fun, as long as you don't break anything too irreplaceable, but it's also, come on, screw. It's also a great way to learn. Come on, guy. It's a very awkward angle. I've got a camera right behind me too, and I'm trying not to bump it. Let's see. You know what? I got an idea. It's not that heavy. Let's, I want space. Let's just spin this thing around. There we go. Now I can get low. And we can line this up. Hopefully, there we go. And the bottom one. All right. I still think that, all right, so let's tighten. Let me change camera for you guys for a sec, so you're not looking at my back. There we go. 106 so far in Phoenix, and we'll be about 110 minutes of the day. Oh man, where's your square? I was looking for my square before the stream, actually. I was running around, and the only one I could find is this little guy, which was meant for really small machines. I have a bunch of large squares, and I haven't needed them since we've moved. So I couldn't find them. So I think later on, I'll probably take apart the garage a little bit more and see if I can find the larger squares and go around the frame with it. Luckily, there's not very many bolts kind of holding this thing together. So if I need to undo anything, it shouldn't be very difficult. Okay, so we're gonna tighten the bottom on this side. We're gonna tighten the bottom on this side. Tighten the top on this side. We're gonna tighten top on this side. Awesome. Okay. Hey, it's Aaron. You're so handsome. Thanks, babe. Is she off work? She is off work. Let's see. You can calculate how much depth you can take and speed plus feed, or you can use the selected milling cutter you choose. Huh. 1:15 on Friday. Oh, those are countersunk, so I guess that's self-centering-ish. Yeah, I suppose. We'll see. I'm curious to see if it says anything about the frame in the instructions. Man, it's just like 1 inch. You know what? I can move the feet further in, right? That's what we established. So it's like exactly fitting on this. What speed spindle did it come with? It is this little guy. Does it say? I mean, it's kind of like the standard, let me see. The standard little guy that most of them, oh, it's not focusing. I don't know if it says, I'm sure it says somewhere. You know what? It's probably right here. Spindle holder. Huh, the spindle's actually not on the checklist. Interesting. Maybe because there's different ones that can come with. If your garage is full, I'll happily take the X1. Hey, the X1 isn't in the garage, Dutch. How much do you want to fill that garage? There's a dumpster. How much do you want to fill that garage? There's a dumpster dive, Sheldon Lathe. Oh my gosh. I'm not trying to fill it so quickly, CRS, but I am definitely interested in a lathe would be cool to have at some point. Sorry, I missed your probably 10,000 RPM. I can check on the product page really quick and see what it says. Dutch, I haven't played Valorant in, God, I have not played Valorant in a year and a half or so. I haven't played, I told myself, I think it was the beginning of last year, that I wasn't going to play video games because I had so many things I wanted to get done, and my ability to just play a little bit was not, my self-control was not there. Yeah, Spindle 775, 10,000 RPM is what it says. So I played like a game here or there, but that's it. So you don't have a golden Prusa? No, I didn't get a golden Prusa. I did not get a golden Prusa. I do have a Switch, though. To answer that question, I do have a Nintendo Switch. You can do a lot with the lathe. You should take him up on it. Oh, let's see. You said in Utah. Sheldon Lathe down in Utah. I don't know how I would fit that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's continue building this. I gotta get this going first. We also are gonna start doing the giveaway in 23 minutes for the spool of Polymaker filament. Okay, we've got that in place. Next, we need to assemble this little piece. It looks like there's supposed to be a black cap for this. Oh, the black cap's already on the spindle. Nice. Cool. I'm just gonna tighten this. Let's see. What are those knobs for? Yes, it's removing the axis by hand, which is kind of cool, actually. There is a Z probe that comes with this, but it's still pretty cool that you have the option to, if you need to oh, this did not. Okay, let's take this out for a second. Oops. U-Haul, and send me your friend code in DMs after stream. I want to check your game collection. Okay, I can do that. I have to find it and charge it. I have not used it in a while either. Are you going to consider building an LDO positron? Is LDO doing a kit for the positron? I would love to carry it on your back. My back is so bad, Jack. Wait, upside down. What is upside down? Okay, this needs to go like this. This needs to go like this, and then we need 4 washers and 4 M5x12s right beside it. Aaron's home, dogs are happy again. They're going crazy. Hi! Welcome home! Although Jason posted on Nero's channel, as far as I know. Oh, interesting. I would love to. Along with many other printers. Like, if it worked out, I will not say no. It's a very cool, very unique looking machine. Okay, so the bolts need to go, looks like, here and here. So far, I would say the assembly on this has been very simple. Instructions are pretty good. The photos aren't the highest of resolution, but I haven't had any. The only question mark I had was regarding the wasteboard. But if you just kind of look at it, it's kind of obvious in the end. I know I'm in the Positron Discord. When it was first created, I was jumping in there quite a bit to see what was going on with it, but I haven't as of recently. I am super excited for this. I will be more excited for it when it's cooler, so I can actually be out in the garage and playing with it and working on things. We got a piece of furniture for the, I think I mentioned it last week, but basically like a piece of furniture that you can put your shoes in and it holds your coats on it and like sit on it when you put your shoes on. It was a really inexpensive one off of Amazon. And it showed up completely destroyed. And so I reached out to the manufacturer, or the seller on Amazon, which I think is also the manufacturer, saying, hey, this thing is completely wrecked. And so he sent another one, and I was able to, which also came kind of jacked up, so I was able to build it based off of mixing and matching pieces. There's a bunch of pieces from that are just, it's kind of like crappy coated particle board, I would say is what it is, but it will be perfect for just experimenting with this. Yeah, it's kind of on hold So I'm waiting. I think Nick wants me to build one for him still, unless a streamer wants to instead. Huh. Well, I'll see once, I mean, I guess once kits become available. Is there any sort of build guide yet on there or no? I don't remember what the latest update was and all that. Okay, so now it says spindle, insert spindle. Where did I, there we go. Spindle. I have no idea at what height I should be having it, so we will go, what does it look like? It looks about how they have it. Yeah, we'll do that and we'll tighten it in. Actually, I think I'd like to have the leads for this facing like that. I'm totally blind. There's a public giveaway link. No, you are not blind. It isn't posted yet. The giveaway link will get posted in 17 minutes. You are not blind. Okay, I think I'm like crushing it at this point. All right, wait. What? Interesting. I don't feel like it should still be rotating like that. Maybe I need to go even tighter. I guess it does clamp more. There we go. Starting to get actually tight. Weird. It felt like it was really tight, but I guess I was incorrect. So let's actually clamp this thing down. I'm back and... Oh, positive? Oh man, sorry to hear you, Leon. I figured there wasn't a giveaway, but then it was mentioned. Yeah, giveaway will be happening. It'll go live in 16 minutes, and then there will be 30 minutes for people to enter, and then we will draw. I don't understand why the green label steppers are on the moving part of the machine. It's because aesthetic? I don't understand why the green labeled steppers... Wait, you don't understand why they're green or why they're on the side? That's so that the motor... These on the side are for the y-axis, so it moves forward and backward, and then you've got an X motor on the back here to move it left and right, and then the Z. Maybe the stickers? Is that what you're... The stickers are there to let me know, like to let you know when you're assembling it. It says Y2 motor and Y1 motor. It's still spinning. It's not spinning as easy anymore, but we... Interesting, you've really got to clamp this thing down. Dude. I thought moments ago that I was like plenty tight, but this thing... Okay, that feels tight. We're gonna go one more time because I've thought wrong twice. I posted a lathe in Discord general if you want to take a peek. Okay, sounds great. Thank you. Okay, I haven't been able to join some of your other streams early enough. Usually I'm able to grab the last little while. Yeah, no, it will be posted in just a moment here. So you have not missed it, and that is a good question because I did talk about it. Don't strip the threads. Hey, Steve's here. Thank you for the warning. Okay, we'll leave it like that then. I think it's finally officially tight. It threw me off twice though. All right. Next, we need a Y-axis drag chain bracket. What the hell is that? Y-axis, is that? Is it already on drag chain? No. Oh, duh, it's right here. It would have to be belt trimmed otherwise. It would make sense for there to be some Loctite type stuff in the threads to keep it tight with the vibration, making it tougher to screw in. I didn't see any sort of Loctite on the actual bolts themselves, but possibly. I don't know how well you can see it, but basically it's slotted. So there's a cut, which for the aluminum is like bending around it when I'm threading the screw, but the thread isn't screwing into the aluminum. It's screwing into a pocket where there's a M5 nut. Yeah. Okay, so there's a short side and there's a long side. Cool, okay. So it looks like we need M3 by 6 button cap bolts. M3 by 6 button caps. Need 4 of them. We're getting there. I think it's just basically slap these two on, bolt down the cable chain, plug in everything, and then I think we're ready to fire it up. We'll see. Okay. So these, you guys can't really see this. Let me move you guys a little bit. Let's go on a little field trip. Nope. Nope. Okay, that's about as far as you're going. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so this piece is going right here. There are little holes here that are already up. Screw on carpet, always scary. There's a little hole here that's already tapped. 2 holes that are already tapped. I cannot screw things in straight, can I? There we go. Okay. I don't know why, like, I have to get level with it. And I still can't seem to figure it out. Okay, we got it. Easy peasy. All right, that one's done. And then the other one goes onto, I want to turn this to show you, but I can't because the freaking legs will fall off. I can slide you guys like a hair. There we go. Okay, so there are, you still can't really see it all that well, but there's 2 holes right here. We're going to install this one. RFT is the only level of tight. Well, this is, yeah, this thing, it was really well packaged. It was already very much so assembled. I mean, belts were done, wheels were done, rails were done. Like, it felt like assembling an ender, like a very large ender with a couple other things. So do I take the meds and knock out or wait to that after the giveaway? That's up to you, Alien. I would definitely try to sleep as much as you can though, man. All right, we got one in. Oh, come on, guy. Small screws are my arch nemesis. I'd like to say it's because I'm streaming and that there's things going on, but it's not true. If I was not streaming, I would also be dropping these screws. Okay. All right, we got that in, we got that in. I'm thinking the next thing is probably just the wiring. Rain, yes, there is a giveaway in 8 minutes. Starting in 8 minutes. What's an hour away? I got all day tomorrow to sleep. That's fair. That's fair. For me, I was fine until I really wasn't fine. It hit me like a train when I got COVID a couple weeks ago. It was like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I am freezing. Help me. Okay, so now we're gonna spin this so that way everyone can get a visual. Getting a little bit heavier. Still very much doable to move as a solo person. Okay, I'm gonna move everyone back like that. We'll put everybody up a little bit. All right, so now we are installing this tray, which is, I thought was a cover of sorts, but it looks like it's to help with cable management. Maybe? No. Yeah? No. Hold on. Okay. Oh, so it goes like this. Interesting. Right? What it looks like. Yeah. Okay. So for that, we need two M3x6. M3x6, the last of them. Hey, G-Funny gifted 2 Modbot Army memberships. Thank you very much, G-Funny. Looks like Zombie got one. Zombie and Dan, congratulations. Thank you very much, G-Funny. You rock, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. All right, so yeah, this is going to be bolting in. You can't really see it because my big head is in the way, but there is a, in the chat, but there's a 1 threaded hole right here and 1 threaded hole right there. And that is where this is going into, and it's actually slotted. Whoa. That's actually kind of weird. So interesting. It's kind of a small bolt for this. I actually think that I can thread the screw in 1 or 2 turns and then drop this on like this. Maybe? Yeah, totally can. Okay, but once it's tight, I think we'll be fine. Let me go around to the other side. It's not bad to spin this thing, but you also kind of don't want to just keep spinning it for fun. All right, let's get the second one in here. Maybe? Did I grab the wrong? Did I grab the wrong driver? Okay, all right. It does not seem to be spinning, which makes me think that I did something wrong. No, we're doing it. We're doing our thing. This does feel too small though. Let me grab a different driver. Let's see. Weird. Where are the tools? Tools. So they are. Nope, slightly too big. Okay, I'll lean over. Hopefully this isn't super loud. Okay, so it's actually this bolt that just kind of sucks. There we go. Trying not to strip it more than I already have. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. It did come with, it looks like, one extra bolt, so if I need to, we'll replace it. About to start 0.1 following your vids. I'm kind of stoked right now. Oh, the 0.1 is such a fun build. Just make sure you take your time, and when you get tired, call it. That was my biggest mistake, was trying to complete it in like as few sittings as possible, and not being able to do so, and then running into issues with, I screwed up one of the linear rails doing that. Try to assemble the machine screws. Holy crap. Zombie, thank you very much for the five gifted subs. Looks like Rain, Ben, Grants, Chris, and Nick. Please say thank you to Zombie and G-Funny for all the gifted subs. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Jason, dude, everybody's gonna be a member. Jason, as well, thank you so much for the 5 gifted Modbot Army memberships. That's awesome. You guys rock. Thank you. Hey, Ben, you got membership. I'll do my best with that. It's going to be hard to control myself. I absolutely get it. I'm the type of person where when I get into a project, it is very hard to just put it down. So many sounds happening. Are you quoting Dane Cook, Dan? Yeah, you are. You get a membership. You get a membership. Everybody gets a membership. Hey, Sem, thank you very much for renewing your membership. Where are the doggos at? The doggos are they're hanging out with their mama. They don't like when I record or stream like that. Legacy is best Voron. I know you saw the mini Legacy that Speedy's working on, which looks absolutely awesome. So with the memberships, you get the badge next to your name, and then you get custom, like the Modbot emojis. I think that's it right now. I would like to do at some point special dedicated streams. It would probably be, if I were to do a special stream, it would probably need to be on a weekend, or really awkward times. That's the tough thing. Like, I have Wednesdays and Sundays off, which is why I stream on Wednesdays. So yeah, it would have to be late, and that's my only concern, is that okay, much less hair. What did I miss? My concern is that a lot of people won't be able to meet it or be there for it because of how many of the viewers are based out of Europe and Canada and just other parts of the world. Okay, it is 1:30. We're actually going to be on time and get the giveaway started here, which is a miracle for me. It never happens. So again, we're giving away a spool of Polymaker filament. It's international shipping. It's PLA, man. What was it, Hedgehog? It was PLA, ABS, PTG, ASA, and I think that was it. I don't know if TPUs, at least those 4 are good to go based off of what I have seen. So let's go. Nice. It's cool to see the emojis. I was really happy when I got them made. Okay, so we'll post this in the chat, and then I will pin the messages. So you got half an hour. What does Zombie said? Oh, it says message. To be honest, I don't see the point of a 0.1 besides a fun build. Would much rather have a 180mm printer. Well, it is a super, I guess it depends on which route you go, but compared to, like, if you're going with LDO kits, I think the 2.4 is double the price, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, it's a lot more machine, don't get me wrong. No TPU, okay. Okay, so ASA, PLA, PTG, and ABS. But the size of the Voron 0.1 is actually perfect for a lot of these small prints that I do, whether it's prototyping or just small parts. And I like that for space, I can kind of put it anywhere. When I was talking to one of the Voron devs at Murph, they had said that they actually just keep the V0 on their kind of like side of their desk. Oh man. Yeah, G-Funny is building the Micron Plus, which I didn't know was a thing until I think that was last night or maybe the night before, and it looks incredible. My goal is to build one. I have a Revo I could throw on it. I have a board coming from Big Tree Tech I could use for it. So I might try to slowly source the parts over a couple of months. But it looks incredible. Yeah, BB's loves the Voron 0.1. He's got 3 of them, and they're red, green, and blue, and they look like the 3-starter Pokemon from like Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Red. I ordered the yellow ASA. I've already tried the peeling ABS. Gonna use it for yellow accents on the new printhead. Nice. My KP33S with a linear Z rail is amazing. Are you running your zombie stock other than that, like original extruder and hot end, or no? Just build a Voron Legacy. Changes are you have all that you need minus the frame. I'm building a 0.1 for the build, and because I want a smaller printer for the college dorm. That makes sense. Yep, it is great. Like, space is a huge issue for me here, not as much. Like, I mean, in this room, there's still a limited space, but since I have the garage now, but in our last place, I didn't have space for 2.4s or anything like that. There's no giveaway rules, John, other than to fill out the form. Legacy would be kind of cool because I haven't seen anyone building them. I have 2 0.1, still finishing up the 1, but I love them. Yeah, I have 2 as well. I've got the one in the corner over here, and then I don't even have the, hold up. I should have been full screen mode the whole time. My bad. I've got the one over here, which, yeah, you can see. And then I've got the LDO one in the garage. This one's supposed to be getting some upgrades to it, but I know they had the 0.2 at Murph, and I might wait until the stuff that's released on that's released. I'm not going to go, I don't think, with the, I don't think I'm going to go with the mini stealth burner. I'm going to go with the LGX Lite that I bought for it, but I'm curious to see what other changes they make to the bed. They had said they were going to do some bed changes. Okay, so we have giveaway going. That's good. We have 26 minutes left on the giveaway. Both are modded with Tri-Zero. What's the Tri-Zero? Is that like it's got 3 lead screws for the bed or no? Giveaways worldwide where giveaways are legal, no shipping costs. Thank you, Zombie. I'll drop a reminder for you in the mod chat to remove the USA. Oh crap, yeah, thanks Alien. I'll do that right after the stream then. I said I would do it last week. I probably said I'd do it more than just last week. Okay, let's continue on because we are getting so close. It's time to grab the box for the controller. And we are going to bolt. Let's go back to this side. Okay, and we're gonna grab this piece, and it looks like this. Oops, I broke it. This is gonna mount on the bottom, and we're going to use 2 M3/8 button caps, which are these little guys. So it looks to me like this is going... I got to see the salad fork as well at Murph, and that is a very, very cool and fun looking printer. Come on, guy. All right, now, oh, interesting. The control box, okay. So it wasn't me. I was going in to the correct place. If I can show you this, the hole isn't there. Like, you have to push it and then the thread pops up, so that's why it wasn't. I need a third hand. All right, let's see. Put that in there, then we'll squeeze. There we go. I just put a V0 frame on top of the V0 frame. I saw that. My simple core printer will have 3 belted Z stoppers. Holy crap. Is this simple core what Luke designed? Treasure was a 3-point belted bed level. Wow. FoxAlien gets rid of the top hat with full height vertical extrusions. That's crazy. I haven't seen that. Horns can be beastly machines if you get a decent kit or good parts on your own. They also have a bit of a passion. Yeah, I agree. They can be pretty long builds. Yeah, they're definitely. I agree. I love mine. Like I know it's just a printer, but like it's more than that. I really like my the time and effort I put into it makes it where it's has like a sentimental value to it. I'm now torn between upgrading my V0.0 or just building a third V0.2. Oh yeah, the cable chain. Yep. By the way, did you see the pics in the email? No, sorry CNC. This last couple days or a week here, I did see that an email came in with a response to the email I sent out, but I haven't gotten a chance to look at it yet. I will do my best to do that after today's stream. Oh, chops like a V-minute or Prusa, print farm, I think. Easiest way to double your printing output. Simple Core is a Rolohan design printer. He's working on a carbon. Is the Simple Core though not the big printer that Luke Slabs has? What am I thinking of then? Oops, I can't even spell Luke Slab. Nope, StableBot, not even close. Okay, that was my confusion. Okay, so we've got this done. Now we need to take, we're like down to the last couple parts. M5 by 8 bolts and M5 T-nuts. And these are going on the back side of this. And we are going up from the bottom, it looks like. And then it wants us to do a couple turns just to get it biting into the T-nut, like so. Okay. And now this is going to go, so you have to get like under the machine. Okay. Okay, so I will turn the camera again. This is really it, I think. I think it's just this. And then we screw the cable chain down to the parts that we have inserted. No, I'm doing something wrong. This isn't right. I have the machine in a different orientation. Okay. Try it again. This needs to flip around like this. This thing's cool. This is like a fun sized little CNC machine. I don't even know if you call it little. This is a cool mid-size CNC machine. Okay, so then this is going to be going basically right underneath here. Let me make sure I've got the right size driver. Okay. Don't get low. Why is this not going? Because my T-nut's not aligned. Ooh. It would be fun to have why are you not? I'll check one last thing here. No, it does go in front of that. Understand why it's T-nut. Really weird. One of these T-nuts on this side does not want to go into the extrusion. Okay, so I guess we will insert it further out here. According, so people can see what I'm doing. According to the photo in the booklet, this box mounts like partially in front of this orange bracket right here. But from what I'm seeing, if you have it in front of that orange bracket, there's not enough space for the T-nut to fit into the slot. So we're gonna go beside that bracket. And if I need to later, we'll change it. Yeah, it goes right in if I go this way. So that is what we are going to do. Could be, oh, you know what? No, I actually think it might work. I don't know. We'll leave it like this for now and see if it causes any problems. The gap is so close, like it looks like it might work the way they're saying it should work, but I'm still not totally convinced. Yeah, I think we'll leave it like that for now. Unless, let me check one last thing out. So if this goes all the way, oh, if this goes all the way like that, yeah, it's still gonna, oh no, it can't even hit that, so. Very odd. I'm gonna play around with that a little bit later. I feel like there's something I'm missing when it comes to that little piece. Also, I realized that what I was doing was not in focus, and I apologize for that. Okay. 16 more minutes on the giveaway. There is no dust collection. The dust collection is... This is the dust collection. So I will very likely be 3D printing some sort of a dust shoe, dust boot situation at some point. I like the idea of a simple core because it's a bare minimum core XY, so you can use components lying around. The total bond from scratch is about as much as a, ooh. Okay. Yeah, I can screw around with that more later on. I think I can probably get it over a little bit more, but I'm looking down and it seems crooked. Like this piece of metal seems slightly off. I don't know, I'll play around with it later. Anyways, that's in place. Now we need the drag chains. Okay, so now we're gonna attach a drag chain using M4x6 and M4x6. Let's turn this sideways for everybody so we can kind of see what's going on. Okay, these cables look twisted. I'm assuming that I did that. Okay, so problem. We absolutely need this box to come further this way. Otherwise the cables are not going to, the cable chain won't fit into the right spot. So putting these 4 bolts down. Putting this hanging off the edge so I have easier access to it. Now I'm gonna figure out, okay, I see it. There we go. It's always. Come on, so close. So close, I know you can do it. Oh no! No, you guys can't really see that, but I ripped the box out. It's like, it's a very tight fit. Let's move. 'Cause, 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 It feels like doing the the FL Sun V400, trying to figure out how to get those wires through. Okay, let's focus in right about there. Okay, you just gotta brute force it, I guess, a little bit. So this needs to go right about, looks about right. Go right about there. I think that was it. Oh, nope. I think that that was my issue, is that I was trying to be too gentle. I need a little bit of brute force. Okay, cool. One's in. We gotta get the other one. There we go. Okay, we should be good now. Whew, God. Hey, what's up, Jake from State Farm? Would a fume hood work with an air compressor blowing the dust from the build plate to the fume hood? I don't know. I've seen people use like a suction to hold pieces down, like hold material down as a clamping solution. I don't think I've seen what you're describing, so I don't know. Okay, much better. Okay, so now we have to try to figure out, is there 2 holes? Yes, there are. We can do this. I believe we got this. I think this is the last piece, and then we plug everything in, we power it. Oh no, what was that? Okay, that was just the cable chain. Pinched my finger. Biggest recommendation if you're building this is have a bigger workbench than this one. Okay. Challenge is going to be trying to feed these little screws in. Okay, one is in. One fell to the ground, that's okay. Is the music screwed up for anybody? Oh, come on, guy. Okay, one screw is in. Let's see, small Dyson or something like that. Also, I feel like a lot of dust would end up in the air. Oh, that's a good point. Working on hardwood floor is acceptable. Okay, so we got one in. Second slot is I think we got it. I think we got it. Maybe not. It's so freaking close. Loosen this one a little. You're killing me. It's always the little simple things. It's falling again. I like that they preloaded all the wires for you. I really do, but it does make it much more difficult to... Oh, we got it. Yes. All right. Does make it much more difficult to get the screws in. All right, 2 down. Whew. Light printer told you light spin for CNC machines. That would be awesome. I really like the design side. I really like light printer's design side of things. So if we added that'd be really cool. Okay, booklet on the ground. For a second there, I forgot what was happening. 8 minutes left on the giveaway. If you have not entered in, enter in. The form is pinned. We've got 56 responses so far. So pretty good odds for whoever enters. Okay, so that's one drag chain that it needs to loop around. This side will be so much easier because of the way the cables are. I can actually see where things need to go. Just realized the angle is not exactly ideal. Okay, it's not, I don't need to be that low. It's weird having you guys on this side of the table. Welcome. The foot you moved at the start now blocks you from being able to mount the box. No, I don't think so. No, it should be okay. It's still according to their photos, at least that's how the foot is. The issue I had was on the T-nuts one, it's not a hole, it's a slot, so I needed to pull the box further out. Then also it's a tight fit. There's a couple screws on the back of the controller that hold the case together, and those screws rub right up against that front bracket. We got it figured out. But it did throw me for a loop for a second there. Okay, that was much easier. All right, so cable chain. Well, actually, I should probably no, that looks good. Okay. All right, one cable chain done. One last cable chain, and then hopefully plug everything in and profit. It's okay. We'll do this top one first. I'm gonna spin this around too. I feel like this is a stream, right? We should all be looking at the things, and hopefully it'll help anybody that's going to build one of these one day, or they'll learn what not to do, which will still be helpful. Okay. And so it's the same screws. 156, the best odds you'll get to get $20 plus shipping. That is pretty good odds. Is there a vacuum attachment? No vacuum attachment. Hey, what's up, Bruno? No, there is no vacuum attachment. They seem to have thought of and included just about everything. No vacuum attachment. Something tells me, if it doesn't already exist though, that they will likely have it as sort of a, what is happening? Something tells me they'll probably have it as an upgrade, like a paid upgrade. I don't have any insider knowledge as to whether that's accurate, but it just seems like it would make sense to me, so I don't see why they wouldn't do something like that. But yeah, vacuum attachment is about the only thing on this that I'm like, oh, I wish they had done that. Everything else I'm pretty freaking happy with so far, from at least from initial impressions of this thing. All right. Ooh, I'm cracking. Okay, so that rides on that. We just need to thread in these last two, which are going to be a little bit tricky. Maybe not. Ooh. Okay, we got one in. That wasn't too bad. Let's see if we can get the second one in. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I brought everyone over here to take a look, and now I'm like doing the thing without it being visible. Hopefully it's kind of visible. Okay. Oh, come on, guy. You're so close. You're so close. Oh, yes. Yes. Awesome. Probably need to straighten it out a little bit. Maybe it'll do it on its own. It's freaking sweet. Okay. Now it's wiring. How much time do we have left? We have 3 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can just do the wiring really quick. Everything's labeled. We should probably just plug everything in. Just CAD one up and print it, or just wait for a CAD file. Yeah, I will probably look. I'm just trying to think if I want to design something for it or wait until I actually switch over to the full-size router. I also need to pick up a shop vac as well, so I have a feeling that I'll be able to find an existing CAD file, at least for inspiration, for like the Shipoko or X-Carve or something like that, and use that. Yeah, it's going to get super messy if I don't. Okay, X, Y, and Z motor diagram. So I'm imagining, okay, why is there a cable here for this, but no? Interesting. So one thing I'm a little uncertain of is where the cable is that goes to this motor on this side. Okay, let's start plugging things in. Yep, let's move everybody. Okay, so what do we have over here? We have Y2 motor, so that's going to go to our Y2 motor. And we've got a small black plug and a small black plug right here. So we will attach these two to each other. Also on this side, let's spin this really quick. Oops, why are you getting caught? Cable chain. Okay, also on this side, is there anything else we actually need to plug in? There is. So this is our spindle 1, I would imagine. Okay. And then that looks, oh no, one more thing. What is this? This says Z probe. Okay, so Z probe will attach after when we turn it on in a second here. So that's it on the front, it looks like. Basically just the spindle, laser we don't have, USB we're not doing right now. We'll do it in a sec. Yeah, so we're good on that. And now we are going to move to the top portion here. There is a very long cable. This is what I was wondering about, and I'm not exactly sure the cleanest way to route it. But this is for the other Z motor, so this needs to come across and go. Oh, nice. There's clips for it. Oh, sick. There's actually clips down below. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, so you just slide in the clip, slide it in the clip, slide it in the clip, plug it in on this side like so, and then all these cables. So this is for the X motor. Oh, it's a little bit tight. Let me bring you guys. I wonder if overhead might be easier for this. Let's see. Maybe it's not the worst. It's giveaway time. Okay, let's do the giveaway and then we'll finish this. Okay, 60 seconds. If you have not entered in, the form is posted in chat or pinned in chat. There are 67 responses, so that's pretty great. I'm going to remove the form now because otherwise I'll forget, and give anyone that's finishing it up another 60 seconds here, and then I will grab everyone's name and we will do this. FoxAlien does shoot does shoes on their site but doesn't call out. Okay, It could be, hey, what's up, Mark? It could be because it's so new that they just haven't updated their website yet. Or maybe it's not compatible because the mounting setup's different. I don't actually know. I can ask them. They're usually pretty quick to respond. Okay. All right, 67 people is where we're at. So we're sticking with. We are grabbing 67 YouTube names. All right. We are heading over to here, pasting them in. Massive thank you to Polymaker for being a channel sponsor. They are absolutely awesome. I've used their filament for years and am stoked that they're basically allowing us to give away a spool internationally every single week. If you are interested in trying out their materials or you have not tried out their materials, they have a huge catalog and there is a link to their website in the description, and any purchase does support the channel. So, but yeah, massive thank you to Polymaker and good luck, everybody. So we will shuffle. Winner, I will reach out to. If you're someone I know via Discord, I'll just DM you. If you're not on Discord, I will reply to you via email with a form that you'll fill out, and Polymaker will get your material shipped out. So good luck, everyone. In 3, 2, 1, blast off. Hey, Pi won, dude. Nice. Dude, that's awesome. I was just saying, Pi helped me majorly when it comes to the clicky probe. He hooked me up with some of the micro switches this past week. That's awesome. Congratulations, Pi. I will message you after this and get whatever filament it is that you want. And well, no, that's not how it works. I will message you and send you the link so that way you can fill it out and choose the filament that you want. But massive congrats. Let's do a little bit of confetti, a little bit of cheer. Congratulations. That is awesome. So yeah, I will either message, I will message you with the thing later. My brain. Awesome. Okay. Again, massive thank you to Polymaker. Okay, so let's finish this up. We are getting very, very close. Let's go back to the overhead camera, plug the last few things in. Let's see. So there is, both Z switches are wired, it looks like, together. So we'll do Z limit like so, Z motor, like, man, it's kind of a little bit tight. There we go, like that. This is X limit, which is going to be this one. Maybe. What am I doing wrong? Nothing. Okay. That is in. We also got clapping feature now, so we can clap. Oh, clip the stream. I don't know why I read clap. I was like, clapping feature. That's awesome. Yeah, congratulations, Pi. That's exciting. All right, so that's everything right here. Now I need to move around to the spindle side, which it's really simple. Basically, spindle side is just plugging in, you guys can kind of see it from overhead, but plugging in the one for the light, which is, which direction? This direction. And then I believe it's color coded. Yep, red side. We will clip this onto the spindle. Then we'll put the little cover on it, and then we'll clip this onto negative. We'll put the little cover over it. I think we're ready to fire it up. That's how I feel, Pi, every time I win something. He said, that's amazing, I never win anything. I feel the same way. And a lot of times because of that, I'm like, I'm not gonna enter, and I never win anyway. It's pretty cool, I mean, because they're sponsoring so many, and the channel is definitely growing, but like, it's been just sort of like a slow organic growth, which has been awesome. So a lot of the viewers and members and community members that have been hanging out, like a lot of them have won, which is really cool to see, so. It rigged. You saw it happen. Okay, so I think we're ready to power it on. it says plug into spindle 1. I did do that. Insert the light plug. I did that. Spindle interface. How to install a bit. Man, I think we just do it. Okay, so what was that? Was that on Discord? Or was that the song? Oh, Pi! Oh, Pi! Did it pop up on, I didn't see it pop up on here. That's weird. I don't know why, but I heard it in my ear, but I didn't see it. But, Pi, thank you. Thank you very much for the $20 donation. You absolutely did not have to do that. I feel like the spool now, I feel like the spool now is paid for after, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And again, congratulations on winning. It's weird. I heard the sound of the text-to-speech, but I didn't see the notification. It's very odd. Let me see if I can do it again. I'd like for it to pop up on the stream. Thank you, Pi. Thank you for your support, man. But yeah, let's see if we can get it to pop up.
You demand.
There we go. Okay. It was weird. I heard that you demand, and I was like, who's doing text-to-speech on me right now? What is happening? Okay. What was I doing? We were gonna turn this, right? Yep. Oh. Oh. Oh man, are the feet denting? No, they're not. This rubber's leaving little marks on the wood. Okay, so let's go side camera, I think. I think this will be our best bet. Let's zoom way out. Nope. And let's bring this back. Let's run into a box. Okay, cool. I think that's a pretty good overview, right? And let's see if I have tracking on, I want it off. I don't have tracking on, so we should be good. Sweet. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is install one of these little end mills or cutters that it came with. Let's see. Sem, I'm going to bed. All right, have a wonderful night, Sem. Thanks for hanging out. Come on. Okay. Let's see what these are. I imagine these are just little engraving. Yeah, they're super tiny little engraving. Will it focus? There you go. Very sharp. All right, so we are going to need the 2 included wrenches. You know what? It's probably already loose enough that I can just start tightening it a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. Let me see. Try not to stab myself. Okay, so let's hold this in place. That is looser, so righty tighty. Okay, that feels nice and tight and scary. Let's see. That was number 1. Now it says install drivers. Okay, let's do this. The other thing doesn't tell you how to use the Z. Oh, it does. Okay, so let's do a few things here. First thing I want to do is plug in the Z probe, which goes in Nice long Z probe. That's a really long Z probe. That's cool. What the hell is the plug for it? Oh, I'm silly. It's loose. It's a little plug. I thought it was on this controller box. Okay, plugged in. We'll leave it off for now, although I think I need to, pretty sure the way this works is that I clip the cutter, then set it on the material we're using, but we'll do that momentarily. Let's go back over. Hey, Tripods is here. Yeah, this thing looks freaking awesome, Bruno. For $630, I have never seen a CNC that comes close based off of size and the fact that it's all aluminum, and you can use, it has an aluminum block for a full-size router as well, so you don't have to use this little spindle. The plan will be to learn on this little guy and then upgrade. Gotta bounce, catch kids on Discord later. Hey, sounds great, Jason. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so let's do screen share, get all the things installed. Wait, what happened? That's weird. One second, the USB is tripping out. And we're back, okay. So let's do this. Open up. Wants us to install the driver, which I'm pretty sure I have a C430 already installed, but we will roll with it. Install. I'm positive I've installed this before. Yeah, I am. It failed, but I think it failed because I already have it installed. I'm not. Well, we'll try. If we have connectivity issues, we'll check, but I think we're fine. This opened up. Let's see. Install. Cool. All right, let's plug it in and power it on. USB cable, power cable. It's a pretty long power cable, or power supply as well, which is kind of cool. I always rather have more length on a power supply and USB cable than not enough. Although when I want to do cable management, it is kind of annoying having long power supply cables, but it's worse when you can't run it to your machine without an extension cable. Okay. So we are going to plug the barrel jack connector in on the side, like so. Okay. Should have showed you guys that. We'll turn it off and act like I didn't do that. All right, so turn it on. And it's got the light, which is just such a cool little detail. Is it necessary? Absolutely not, but I'm not gonna complain. It's just cool to have to light up area you're working on. And then there's also a little switch, so if you don't want your light on, I really appreciate that as well. Turn it off for right now. And then USB cable, right? That's the second thing we need to do, and then we'll be on the computer. I'll be watching for a bit, but gonna lay down, so I won't be chatting. Hey, no worries, Alien. I completely understand, man. Again, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, and I hope that it passes. I hope that it passes quickly. For me, I was, you know, it was one night of not fun, and then the next day I was tired, and then after that I was pretty much back to myself, but just resting. All right, USB cables going in. Do we have enough length? No, no. All right, I have an extension cable for the USB, although I typically don't like using, oh wait, maybe I don't. I thought I had a USB extension cable, but maybe I'm lying, I don't. Bummer, okay. What is my backup plan? Backup plan is going to be to turn, we're gonna turn the CNC. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Oh man, with it being on, probably not the smartest, but. Okay. Yeah, CNC machine's definitely a little bit longer in this direction. barely holding on to our table. I still think we're okay. Now I should be able to reach the back of the... the PC. Oh my god, I'm short still by just a hair. Oh, what is this? This is a USB extension cable. I don't know what you were used for, but I think we should be good now. I knew I had one. Cool. Yeah, let's give it a go. All right, so it should be plugged in. Now I'm realizing it's absolutely not in focus, which blows. So let's use this camera. Cool, that'll work. Perfect. All right, okay. All right. Now, it says, all right, not connected. Serial port error, no such file or directory. Okay, let me close out of this program. Let's go back to desktop. Try it again, see if it detects it now. Okay, it does not. Settings. Access is denied. Access is denied. Why is access denied? No such file or directory. Interesting. Let me try plugging it into a different USB port and see what happens. I think that's a good first start. Okay. I'm actually going to try to plug it in. Let's see, I'm throwing it through. Try to plug it on my side so that way if I need to, I can quickly and easily plug and unplug it. Okay, right, plugging it in. Cool. Settings. Access is denied. Okay, let's see if it's showing up as it should be showing up, because according to this, if we go under device manager, and we go under our COM ports, it should say USB serial CH340. Okay, so that's fine. It is detecting correctly. Access is denied. Do I need to run it as, let me try one thing here. Let's see. Is it a privilege thing? Nope. Is it a verbal controller? Wait, I have an idea. Before I do anything else, let's just see if this is it. Because I've experienced this on my lasers before. Dude. Look at that. It's unlocked. Okay. Oh man, one time I couldn't figure out for the life of me why my laser wasn't working. And it was during shipment, the emergency stop had been engaged. Okay, so that is a good lesson, that double check that the red emergency switch is not engaged. So now, let's see, 3D viewer, pattern size, open G-code file, send G-code file, send command, manual operation, spindle on and off. Let's see if the spindle works. Let's see. Let's unplug this before I turn the spindle on. Error 9. Oh, I need to unlock it, it looks like. $X. Okay, now. Cool. Well, that sounds a little bit whiny and aggressive, but perfect. Manual operation of directions. Cool. It goes left. It goes right. It goes backwards. It goes forwards. It goes up. It goes down. These are all things I like to see. All right. Nice. All right. Console. Cool. We've done that. It wants us to run its little test FoxAlien thing, which I'm not against doing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's, can I manually jog it? Nope, the motors are engaged. That wasn't smart. Is there an unlock button for the motors? Is there a homing button? I actually don't. Okay, so it wants us to set the origins. Click the Z probe button to start detecting. After Z probe detection finished, remove Z probe, click send. Okay, so prepare a lot for dust and shavings. Nice. I didn't hear nothing. Bruno, there is a filter I think I I'm running in OBS because they were doing construction at one point when we were streaming, and it was insanely loud, like jackhammers into concrete, and chat was saying like, it just sounds like you have someone in the closet that's knocking. So I have a feeling that's why it's quite loud. So am I just manually jogging X and Y then, and then Z its setting is what it seems like. Okay, so let's do a few things. There's a little piece of this wood that it came with. We will place right there. And then let's get out. Nice. Let's get out these little clamps. Yeah, see, it's hard to say, like you said, what was your question? Is it loud? It's such a tough question to answer that, because like, it depends on what your sensitivity to loudness is, but I definitely would say that it made a whiny noise from the spindle. But yeah, I think I have an app on my phone if you want an actual decibel rating. Okay, let's see if we can clamp these down. Okay. I'm gonna come around the other side. It's a little bit awkward of an angle. I'm also going to jog. Okay. I just wanted to at least say that because I've had some printers. I'm like, yeah, this printer's kind of loud, and some viewers will get, you know, like, I just unplugged. Oh. Let's see if we can get it back. Some viewers will get the printer and be like, yeah, it's actually not very loud, and it's just because it depends so much, you know. Are we back or no? No, we still have no signal. There we go, we're back. Watch the top of the clamp knob. Ooh, watch the top of the clamp knobs. Mine hit the back piece, good to know. Yeah, F's in the chat. I kicked the plug out of the power. All right. Sort of a strange clamping solution to me, like compared to what I've seen, but maybe not. And then this one, I'm going to attempt to make a little bit looser. Okay, so I think that's fine. And then it says, it does say to measure, where are my digital calipers? I don't know where they are right now. All right, we'll stick with the Z Probe. The Z Probe defaults to 25 millimeters for its thickness, but it does recommend that you measure yours because there can be a slight deviation, but I don't know where my calipers are this second, so we're gonna roll with it, but that's something I at least wanted to state. So next what we're gonna do is attach the probe clip to the cutter, and then we are going to jog it. Nope. Okay. And then we are going to press, if everything goes correctly. Yeah, it wasn't the COM part that was the issue. Will, it was the e-stop, the big red e-stop on the front of it was engaged during shipping. And so as soon as I popped that off, it was able to connect right away. So we're gonna press, oh, I guess you can't see it because my big head's in the way. The Z Pro button, which is this 0Z. According to this, hopefully it will detect it and not crash. Let's go back here so you can see it. What is it saying? Oh, Z Probe. There we go. Cool. So that should have set our Z height. And then we unclip, move it off to the side. And then let's open up their G code. So we'll go desktop. And we will go, it said up on the bottom, open, USB, FoxAlien, test code, FoxAlien. Okay, so my question is where is it expecting the cutter to start at. It looks like it's expecting it to be towards the bottom. Let's see, it says open the file. Yeah, according to this, it's towards the bottom left. So we will try that and hope for the best. Oops, wrong way. So I'm basically right now just going to jog it towards, I'm gonna keep it kind of centered because again, I don't want to damage anything yet. I don't feel very confident. And then we're gonna hit this button, which is 0xy. And I believe Z is hopefully already set. Yeah, it looks like bottom left, right? Based off this. And it's weird just because I'm looking at it backwards. So for me, it's front right. All right, so we're just gonna hit the send button here. We're gonna go side, throw up a little positive vibes. We're gonna hit send. It's doing a thing. Hey, what's up, Steve? Welcome. You came at like the victory moment. So far, everything is working, and this thing seems freaking awesome, man. The biggest complaint, if it is a complaint, is that there's just not a dust boot or any sort of dust solution. But I mean, thanks to 3D printing, it shouldn't be very difficult to implement some kind of a shop vac setup to this. Like right now, it would be nice to have a vacuum, but we'll use their adorable. We will use their adorable little. Yeah, we'll figure out a better solution. This is, but for now, I suppose it's okay. I like don't want to take it off yet. I want to run another engraving just since we have it clamped down. If there's something kind of small, let's how well can you see that on screen? I mean, it's an engraving. It says FoxAlien. That's not exactly the most, a little hand, yeah, need a bigger spindle. It came with a adapter. Check this out. So it has this little adapter, but it came with a completely separate aluminum block for a full-size like trim router. So the plan is to learn the basics with this little guy. That way also if I damage something, I'm not sulking. And then once I feel confident enough to then, yeah, up it to a bigger router. The only thing I don't know, I think that if you use a full-size trim router that you will need to manually set the RPMs on it. Like this one is software controlled, and they have another upgrade that's slightly beefier than this, but I think if you go with like a DeWalt router, you'd have to set it manually, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Let's see, let's see what else they've got on here. Okay, why it's done, but it doesn't, do we abort mission? Okay. There's a smiley, it's a gear wheel. How big is it? 40, so 50 mil by 50 mil. It also expects you to start at the bottom left. So let's just, we'll try it. I don't know if it'll fit, but we will, nope, wrong way. Forgot I'm looking at it backwards. So let's start there. I Actually, no, let's start like right there. Then we will 0 our X and Y. Then we will go to the side and we will hope for the best. Oh, that went, I don't think this is gonna, oh no, it might. No, I think this will fit. This will fit. The Z probe is really nice. Yes, man. Oh, that's right. I forgot you have the MP CNC. That's awesome. It's not a big deal for this stuff. Yeah. I would imagine that you just know what RPMs it needs to be set at for specific materials after a while. I'm excited to have this though. I have a really small CNC that's quite powerful, but nothing like this. And this, for things like wood and acrylic, is going to be awesome. I have an idea for a sign, or just a sign I've been wanting to make out of acrylic and LEDs for the backdrop for streams and for videos and stuff. So it should be perfect for that. Okay, let's do our little brush thing again. I actually really want to try some acrylic. I know that I'm positive that I will likely melt the acrylic just because I don't know what settings I should be using. I still think it'd be kind of cool. Can you see it? It looks better in person. I'm looking at it on video and it looks quite poor. Although, is it not supposed to be? It doesn't look perfectly round to me. It's interesting. I'll throw in some tests later and make sure that the steps and stuff are set correctly. Like maybe I'll run a small cube and see how far off spec it possibly is. There has to be a way to hack the controls on a full router to get software control on it, because I assume it's just a dial wheel or something. Yeah, I'm sure there's a hack solution for it. I swore that on Shapeoko they had some kind of upgrade that you could do for a certain spindle that allowed it, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so they don't have any sort of info on continuing on or how to design, doesn't look like. So I'm gonna have to do some digging. I mean, the main ones are going to be Fusion, which I haven't used Fusion in a very long time, and I definitely haven't used it for cam. An easier one is going to be something like Easel, which is probably going to be more than enough for most of what I will be wanting to do. Let's see. And I'm pretty sure they have a free... I am pretty sure they have a free Easel version. Quicksand, and it will look really good. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Just need to take off a little bit off the top, some of the fibers that are kind of stuck still. Man, I think I have an account. Let me take it off screen for a sec. See if I can remember what it was. Hey, I did remember what it was. Cool. Zoop. Okay, so new project, machine, set up a new machine, other, FoxAlien, model. They don't have the Masuda Pro yet. But I think that the Masuda 4040 is a very similar machine. Let me see here. I would imagine, yeah, I haven't done much CAD in a while. But I've been using primarily Shaper. I bought a year license of Shaper because I want to be able to do some CAD on my iPad. Easel Pro is great if you do a lot of carving, well worth the price. Oh, good to know. I've only used the free version so far, but I'm assuming with this I will probably end up doing quite a bit more CNC stuff once I get it set up in the garage. Okay, so let's take a look at the 40. Masuter, right? Masuter 4040. I think it will probably work the exact same way. 400 by 400 is the exact same build volume, basically the same height. Yeah, let's roll with that and see if it works. Dust shoe, not yet. Download. Easel driver. Okay. What, did you say do it what the CNC machine you're using? Play around with it for a few more moments, then probably call it. I'm really happy that it's clearly assembly. Assembly was very simple. I mean, it took a little bit of time, but the instructions were great. There wasn't any real confusion points other than the direction of these, which I was very easily able to figure out. And then the mounting of the box was a little bit interesting. But other than that, it was very simple. You must use the correct settings, confirm settings. Is it in my... Okay, let's close out of this. Am I doing something wrong? Is there an actual... No? Persons. I have the Kimitsu Prover XL. Interesting. I use a Tormach. I don't know if that's similar. Yeah, I don't know, man. Tormachs are freaking awesome. I got to see them in a couple manufacturing shows. I don't understand. Why is this not... Is it... No, we don't have the other one open. Let's... Okay, I'm unplugging it from the computer. We are confirming settings. It's powered on. E-stop is not enabled. We're plugging in the USB. Okay, why is it doing this? Google. Still cannot connect. Try unplugging it, then replugging it. I have to do this often. Wait, where did it go? There we go. Ugh. All right, let's try it again. Unplug. Turn on your machine and plug in the USB cable. Plugging it in again. It has to be running Gerbil. It's using the Gerbil controller. What else? What else can we be doing? I don't know what why are none of the links working on this? It's weird. Go to your downloads folder, open the downloads, you should see downloads, run as admin, yes, yes. We installed this, right? Am I tripping? Okay. Run as admin, cool. Let me refresh it maybe, I don't know. What is going on? Oh, yes. Yes. I don't know. I won't pretend to know what I did, other than try everything again. Let's back out a little bit, make sure that it has control over the CNC. Let's see. Nope, that's not what we want. That's what we want. All right. Okay. Looks good. Jogging to the right, jogging to the left, jogging back, jogging forward. C goes up, C goes down. Yep. Continue. Spindle control preference automatic. Turn spindle on. I love it. Continue. Homing switch. Does your machine have homing switches? Yes. Ooh, I'm kind of curious to see what homing looks like. You know, take these out before I hurt the machine, before I've gotten to really use it. And start. Wait. No. Okay, so I'll have to figure that out. X is fine, Z is fine. When Y homes, it bumps before it hits the switch. So I might need to, I think, did you see that? So the block right here that I left, the Z probe, was in between, in between the Y carriage. Let's, oh man, I wanted to try that again, but yeah, I have a feeling that's what happened. It almost was able to home, and then the block got hit. I do have a probe. Plug the leads into the carriage. Touch the touch plate to the collet. Okay. Let's see if we can get this working. That was a fail. Cool. Clip is attached. Bloop. Contact. Awesome. Probe's working. Yep, I will absolutely need a dedicated place for that holder. Run intro to easel project? What's that? Oh, it's my name, Daniel. Okay. Select the text. All right. Shape or cut. Cool. The 3D view. Cool. Let's see if we can do. All right. What's up, little buddy? All right. So. I want to see if we can grab. PNG. Nope, that's not right. Let's see, project, edit. Surely there is, or maybe there's not. Maybe I have to, it only works with like vector files. Import vector, import G code. Okay. So if that is the case, I'm going to use, moving on up the CNC side. Yeah, it's built. We ran our test carve with the software. So I'm going to actually use Lightburn for this really quickly. So I am going to, I've got an old version of Lightburn installed on this computer, but we're going to take this and we are going to go to Tools and we are going to go down to Trace Image and oops, I goofed. 1 second. Tools, Trace Image, delete image after trace. Okay, our threshold was not right. That looks much better. Nice. All right. Now we should be able to go File, Export, vector file. Yes. All right. Modbot, vector. Lightburn. Yeah, I realized that right now. I'm not sure if maybe Pro version offers that or not, but regardless, I have Lightburn and it works very well for, oops. Okay, so let's go edit. Nope, there. Insert vector. Sick. That looks great. Great job, Lightburn. Okay. So, cutting position, left side, center side. So it's 5 inches by 3 inches. I'm tempted, maybe we should try our first one on a piece of wood. Let's see. Cut. Is this size of the clear outer pocket? No. Also no. So this is, okay, this is depth. Gotcha. Okay, so quarter inches. Is that what we're dealing with, inches? It looks like it. Quarter inch is pretty deep, dude. I don't want, we're going for more of like a, I mean, if you're doing 2D cutting work, Lightburn would be sick, but I doubt I could replace, oh yeah, I'm sure for Fusion for super complex milling operations makes sense. Okay, so I think that's fine. What else do we need to do? Simulate. Wait, that's all it's going to do? Is it because the other ones are just lines? What's going on here? Okay, let's try this. Let's try... Where was I a second ago? Oh, here we go. Okay, that's more in alignment with what I want. Simulate. Okay, there's the bit size. Gotcha. And I don't know what size these are. They are very, very tiny. I would definitely say it's a tiny V-bit. But we can leave it. I would say it's closer to probably like a 132's. Okay. Tempted to try this. I kind of just want to try this. It's saying, oh, cool. You can switch between inches and millimeters really simply. 3 inches by 4 inches. We should have plenty of space on this. Oh no, 1/8 pass. Biggest with that flute. Wait, that should be, I should be fine then, right? Are you saying, JP, you think set this to 1/8? Oh, 32 inch. Okay, we'll try it like this. I obviously have a ton of like just researching and destroying stuff and learning before I'll be even remotely competent with using a CNC machine. I've done a little, oh no, second. So I think game plan is, let's see how this runs. Why is music not playing? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Yes, 1/8 depth of cut is as big as I would go with something that small. Too much depth in the motor will stall. Gotcha. Okay, good to know. I will not question. I will not question that. That sounds reasonable to me. Okay, so let's see if we can get this. All right, that seems decent. Let's tighten the front down. Okay. So I'm assuming that if we all get to see. All right, I'm assuming if I hit carve, it won't just start carving, right? Okay, so I can't adjust any of those things. All right, I'm gonna hit carve. I don't think it'll carve, I hope not. If it doesn't, I'm hitting the button. Okay, cool, all right. So it wants me to measure the material, but I don't think, this is going to be, yeah, I haven't, I'm leaving it, I'm just gonna leave it stock and see what happens. So I'd say this is basically an MDF of sorts. Carve it up, daddy. All right, confirm, that's fine. Jog machine, custom XY. No, so confirm material thickness, it's clamped down. We're rolling with it. Work 0, that we do want to do. So let's jog. Nope. Oh, can I just, oh, nice. Just jog it with the keyboard. Wait, stop. Stop. It is not stopping? Okay. What? I don't know what just happened. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that was weird. Is there any form of feedback in easel? Oh shit, I don't want to do that. Okay, so it seems like it's working if it thinks it can home itself. All right, intervals, inches, millimeters, 10 millimeters. I don't know why. I'll play around with the keystroke thing later, but that was really weird. Click up at the top right on that tab to move. Okay. Cool. All right, we're gonna set, let's confirm material thickness, material secure, confirm bit. We're gonna probe, see if that works. Hopefully it does. Things are not in focus. Bam. All right, things are hopefully in focus. Things are in focus. Probe. Confirm. Confirm. Touch the plate to the bit to check. What? Oh, it really has you like boop. It really has you start probing. I guess it's not a bad thing, right? Like, you'd rather be safe than sorry. It definitely like holds your hand through that probing process. We did it. Unplug the leads, remove it, and cool. Thank you, easel, for making it easy. It's so cool watching the Corona season. Next week will be one to live scenes. You're not in California. You're right. I'm not in California anymore. It is hot in California right now, Dutch. Well, it's hot everywhere, so. Okay, so now my question is, do I need to set the 0 on this to bottom left, or can I choose middle? I'm not certain about that. It looks like it's pointing towards bottom left, so we are going to roll with that. And hope for the best. Let's bring this down a little bit. Nope, that's the wrong way. It's hard doing this upside down. Okay. I'd say we just full send it. Hey, September hit or miss. So my birthday is on September 30th, and it's either disgustingly hot or like there's a random rain of sorts. I think state tax is quite a bit less. So far, it's costing us about the same, if not more at the moment, because we moved in from a 1-bedroom condo into a house, so that was increased in cost. And then when we were in California, we weren't married, and so insurance was a lot cheaper. Now that we're married and it's combined income, it's really expensive. So, all right, let's do this. Set XY, turn on spindle, spindle's on. Let's roll. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna bring everyone closer. Hopefully I don't regret that. All right, let's see what happens. Why are you moving? Why are you moving so far? Why are you moving so far? Okay, so clearly not right. Wait, that is such a long... All right, is there a stop button? There's a stop button and a kill. Oh, cool. Okay, so it does return back to its original position. Idaho is 7.59. So yeah, less than California. I think California is 9%. Oh, it's my brother. Everyone say hi, Nick. Eye protection. I got him built in. Insurance is more expensive when married in the States. No. So when we weren't married, I had to pay really high amounts for insurance because of my income was like I'd make decent money, and Aaron was working a part-time job, and because of the part-time job and because of us not being married, California has a program where they covered the majority of her insurance. And now that we're married and her income and mine are combined, that's the reason why. I'm sure in other situations that's not the case. I did not set the workpiece, and that makes a ton of sense as to why that is a huge workpiece, and that is not correct. Oops. All right, so we're looking at roughly 85 millimeters by $170. 85. Thickness is roughly 15 mil. All right. Look at that. Wait, don't look at that. All right. We are learning. It is important to set the size of your workpiece. Otherwise, oh no, my music died. I don't think we're gonna have music anymore. Unless I can figure out why this one's not working. I don't hear any music. It makes me sad. All right, let's just run it. Mixing units might make for a more interesting. All right, we'll go back to inches. We'll go back to inches. It's fine. Simulate. Looking great. All right, we're gonna just send it. Confirm. I guess we need to redo the Z. All right, we'll redo the Z. Cool. Attach clip to call it. Check. Clip is attached. Touch the thing. It's in place. Start probing. Hey, DC, you did make it, man. This is a longer stream than I had anticipated. We're gonna run one last carve here. I noticed you're still using the carve bit. The carve bit is the only bit that it came with. I have a couple of additional out for the Nomad that I need to bring in and play around with, or bring this out there and play around with. But yeah, the reason I'm just using the carving bit is because it is the only, like, they gave you a packet of these things. So okay, so we are taking the probe, putting the probe away. We're going to click put away. We're going to use the exact same last. Turn spindle on. Spindle's on, and we're going to let it ride. What can go wrong? Whew. That is an aggressive plunge. We're gonna let it run. That is way deeper of a plunge than I would like. I think that what happened was, you hear it? Yeah, audio? Yeah, it's pretty loud. Depth per pass. Yeah, it's definitely a much deeper carve for a single pass than I would have liked. If it makes it through this carve, I'll be very happy. If it was anything but MDF, there's no way it would be surviving at all. Gee, he said I can hear it in California. What is the... Hey JP, based off the sound that's happening, is it a setting thing you think, or the hardware and something needs to get tightened down? This is what, let's see it. This is what it's running at. Feed rate, 14 inches per minute. This is all defaults. Using conservative material values. It's 40% done. But yeah, it just feels like it's about 4 times the depth per path that I would have liked. Is MDF bad to breathe in? It's really pretty putting that moment at the support of your prints die on your mid print and the finish on the I think you need a better depth of path. Okay. Yeah, I feel I feel bad. It's suffering. But hey, it's a learning experience, right? And we got it working with easel, and now it's just a matter of fine-tuning and settings. Curious to see what it looks like. 65% done. Yeah, it does not look like inhaling MDF. MDF dust can cause nose and eye irritation. This is also true for every other dust. MDF dust is not inherently more dangerous than any other dust. I don't know. I've for sure never done this if I can't even blew up a clip. Yeah, I have a feeling that's probably what it is too, because I did show it as a straight bit and not a like a V carve. We're almost there. The end is near. I mean, hopefully not, but 87%, 88%. 93%. All right, we're so close. We're so close. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'll primarily be using this in the garage, and it will be it will be much more open area than this tiny little room. Okay, so we are going to undo the clamps, and I'm going to take this over to the trash and try to let it go in there without getting the dust everywhere. And then we'll see. I see a very dusty Modbot robot, and some large chunks that I'm not sure should be out. I mean, this wood is pretty junk as well, if it's even like you know, wood. But I mean, hey, it's definitely could be worse. Hold on, me oh, how does it look? I'll take the cutter or the carve bit out in a second here. Hey, it could be worse. It definitely looks like it was aggressive, considering that was a single pass with a very fine V-carve bit. Yeah, I'll get a we have one, like, our main house vacuum cleaner that'll have to bust out for this, but let me see. Let's take this off and see what that looks like turning off. It actually looks sharp still. Oops, I'm not grabbing you in the right spot, am I? There we go. Why are you... There we go. It actually looks much better than I would have expected after that. Watch, let me grab a new one out for comparison. You don't have a vacuum? Oh, you mean, yeah, you don't have a vacuum? Yeah, that's actually, okay, so this is, come on. Okay, so this is the one that we just ran into the wood, and this is a brand new one. It's, I mean, I know it's kind of tough to see, but it doesn't look very worn at all, which, again, I understand, obviously that was not exactly a victorious run, but it could have been a lot less. But yeah, yep. Too deep for that, fine of a bit. Should have had multiple passes to get that deep of a cut. Yeah, 100% agree. I will have to play around a lot and sort of just learn, you know, what the best setup is for it. I did not realize it was going Chinese finger pokers. Yeah, I did not realize that it was going that deep when I set it in the settings. So clearly that is not going to be a good setting, and we'll have to scale back from that. But I think on that note, we'll probably end up calling it for today. It's been almost 3.5 hours, which is crazy. But it was a pretty successful stream. The assembly, so initial impressions on this thing is like, I'm impressed. It looked impressive when I looked over the product page and the specs and things like that on it, but seeing it in person, like, it's all aluminum. It's quite well assembled already. I mean, it was basically plug and play, aside from attaching the different gantry points and the MDF and then plugging things in. It was a very simple assembly, and everything appears to be working really well. And I mean, there's just a lot of little cool things, like the little hand adjustment, the little light, having min and max switches on everything, the cable chains. Like, for $630, I'm having a hard time figuring out what I could really complain about at this point. But game plan is this goes out into the garage right after this, and that's where it will live. I have a cart that's sort of a laser cart that will probably be where this is at, and if not, I'll have to figure out some other kind of solution for what I can put this on. And hopefully we will be doing some really cool projects with this. But clearly I have a lot to learn. I think I need to actually just watch a lot of videos on the core parameters, and sort of, I know that there's some good resources out there as far as like setting calculators where you can kind of put in the RPMs and what you're running, and it'll spit out like what should be fairly safe settings. I was halfway expecting it to plunge the depth field. Tools today for good bits. It's an easy skill to learn. Feels like 20 minutes. I know, it's crazy how fast it went. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you everybody. I mean, gosh, today's stream was absolutely awesome. But thank you to G Funny for all the gifted subs. Zombie also gifted subs, and then who else gifted? There was why didn't it show up? That's weird. It doesn't show. I know there was 3 people. Jason, the gifted subs as well. And then thank you very much, Pi, for the donation, as well as Tunky that came by earlier on, and everybody that hang out and chatted. Also, Pi, congratulations on the spool. I'll definitely be messaging you a little bit later on to get you the document or whatever for submitting the spool that you want to order. Next week's stream is going to be a ton of fun. I don't want to announce it yet because the item that we're going to be starting to build isn't here yet, and according to tracking, it'll be here Sunday. But in case something happens and it doesn't show up, I want to wait. But I'm excited for next week's stream. All I'll tell you is that it is a printer build. Yes, it is a printer build, and it'll probably take us a couple of weeks to assemble, maybe 3 streams or so, roughly. We'll see. I don't know. But I'm really excited for it. Let's see. Sorry I didn't make too much today. Have a great week. Hey, no worries, DC. It was nice that you popped in even in the end, and you got to see the most exciting portion of it, which is it actually running. I'm not on Twitch, on Justin3D, strictly on YouTube here, and then on the main Modbot channel where I do a video every Saturday. There were gifts. Yes, earlier there were 5, 10, 11, 12 gifted subs, which was insane. It was, everybody was getting subs, which was super cool. So yeah, thanks again, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful week. There will be the normal Saturday video on the main channel. And then again, I will do my absolute best. If the printer comes in Sunday, the kit, I will have a stream posted Sunday as soon as it does. That way, if anyone that wants to join, they can. But it's the same time it's always been, which is noon Pacific Standard Time, or now for me, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So I will hopefully see everybody then. And until then, have a wonderful week. All right, bye, everyone. Thanks for everyone's help.